Focus Plumbing, always at your fingertips.
Might be from Minnesota.
Yeah.
From Minnesota.
Yeah, because I had a bunch of Minnesota.
Uh-oh, he's got the timer on. I don't know if we're... I guess we're live. I have no clue what's going on. Okay, thanks, Scott. We're left hanging here, but okay. All right, we're back. I think we're back. I don't know if we're back or not.
This one says we are. This one says we're not. So I don't know.
We shouldn't even be looking at that one. But there we are. Okay, kind of looking crazy. Okay, but okay, we're back. Scott, we'll have to get our microphone working. I don't know. Let's get back into our show. Okay. One of the things we want to talk about today is awareness.
Yes. That is a huge thing in self-defense and just in life in general.
Right. Because one of the things that I worry about, because I have daughters, is, she's got the mace on her key ring, all that. Yeah. But I'm sure as she's lollygagging into the high school parking lot, and it's going to be getting dark early here soon.
Yes. 4 o'clock. It's just crazy that it does that.
So let's talk about what's the 5 key things that the women about being aware. Just give us some input on that.
Biggest thing is paying attention to your surroundings. So most women, especially younger women, do what's called the zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
And that is walking and texting, not paying attention at all.
And me as a bad guy loves that.
Yes, you're such an easy target.
I mean, I can sneak up on you without even...
No,
I don't even have to work. I don't have to work hard anymore. I don't even have to work hard anymore.
Exactly.
Can't have your keys in your hand. You can't have your mace in your hand.
Right.
You can't have anything that's going to hurt me in your hand.
Texting is more important.
I can just clock you right beside the head and...
right.
And it's over.
It is. So that is the biggest thing. Pay attention and stop doing the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, so number one is... when you are in a position where, you're not walking down the street with 1,500 people, you got to put the phone away.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, even if you're walking with 1,500 people, it's okay to pay attention to it for a second as you're walking, but you need to focus on where you're going and focus on everything around you. So more keep your head on a bobble. Like, remember bobbleheads?
Yeah, I do. They're very collectible nowadays.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. So okay.
I have my Golden Knight one.
Oh, really now?
Of course.
All right.
So,
okay.
But make sure your head's on a bobble, paying attention to your surroundings and what's going on.
Okay.
I'd say that's number one.
Number one. Okay, so you always got to be away from the phone when you're walking. Okay, what's another one?
Have your item, whatever it is, even if it's just a pen in your hands, you have something in your hands ready to go at all times.
At all times?
All times.
Okay.
Walking to and from the car, Walmart parking lots are not exactly safe these days. Anything. It's always in your hand, ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Reason being is when you're attacked, because it's no longer a matter of if, it is a matter of when.
Right. Now, that's something to think about, ladies.
Yes.
It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. And the thing you got to think about, some of the panhandlers can be kind of aggressive.
Yes.
So I don't really know if you're, this guy's coming up to you to ask you for $1, or intentions are, and maybe you don't have $1, and this person
That's
gets they get irate, and and it's sad. I go out on my grocery store, and sometimes the panhandlers can be a little aggressive.
Yeah.
And they get out there a few rows into the parking lot where they're not by the front of the store, and you're kind of out there by yourself, and there's really no one walking back and forth. It can be kind of scary.
It is. And especially as a female, they are drawn to females because we as females are nurturers. We want to help everybody and protect everybody and be fun and loving, and we're just too dang sweet for our own comfort level.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good to know. So I'll try to find some of those gals out there. But anyway, just kidding, ladies. But and that's the thing that we're talking about before. That most women don't think it's going to happen to them until they get the bejesus scared out of them.
Yes.
Then they start thinking,
oh, crap, I should have listened years ago.
I should have listened to Patti years ago.
I get that all the time.
Because I am sure every woman, you're watching this, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on some clip years from now, you've been in a parking lot and you've turned around and there was someone there that you didn't know was there.
Right.
And I know you thought in your head, My goodness, if that guy wanted to get me, he could have got me.
Seriously.
He could have got me.
Yeah.
And you kind of walk to the store and you kind of shake it off, but you know in the back of your head that if that person would have been out to get you,
you'd been done.
They would have got you.
Yes.
Okay, it's kind of like you're driving, you're texting on your phone, and you're like, oh my God, if there would have been a car there, I would have got hit.
Yeah.
And that's when you put your phone away and like, I don't want that phone because if there would have been a car there, I would not have been able to react to it because I was on my phone. Same thing, ladies. You turn around in a parking lot, maybe it's a panhandler who's just looking for $1, but if the intentions were different, they would have got you.
Yes, definitely. 100%.
And that's where awareness, because this don't do jack if the guy's on you in 2 seconds and you don't have time.
Right. So statistically speaking, when you're attacked, you're on the ground in 4 seconds or less.
Or less.
Yeah. So if it's not in your hand ready to go, what the heck are you doing with it? Because buried at the bottom of your purse will not do any good at all.
Right. Right. So, and remember, like we said, most of these guys, this isn't like, hey, I'm going to go out for ice cream. Oh, look at this girl. Let me go over here and attack her. He knows.
Yeah. He's been watching you.
He's been watching. He knows how far away you are from the He knows where cameras are. He knows everything.
Yes. And a crazy thing is a criminal can pick out his target in less than 7 seconds.
Really? Wow. Now, I never knew that.
Yeah. And the reason being is they pay attention to you. They're watching you better than you're watching everything else. And so they can tell what's going to happen next. Is she going to fight back? Is she playing on her phone and too paranoid? Does she have something in her hand she can use to fight back? All those different aspects.
Right. So. Yeah. They got it down. So, okay, Patti, let's look at some other stuff. Okay. We talked about the stun gun, which I'm sure works very well.
Yes. I may or may not know this.
Oh, okay. It works very, very well. So, now, how many, I know we're talking about this too much, but this really knock a guy's socks off.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. It'll put him down.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it also depends on how long you hold it on him. Honestly, in an attack situation, you're going to be scared. He's going to be scared. He now realizes you're crazy too. So you'll be lucky if you get half a second on him because his body physically reacts. You can't build up a tolerance to a stun gun.
Okay.
And so his body jump back. That's just what your body's designed to do.
Right.
So if you can hold it to him for full 5 seconds, though, it's equivalent to running a marathon.
Okay. Well,
I'm not ready for that. Are you ready for a marathon?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, so let's get something else. Now, my daughter, I got one of these from my daughter.
Yes.
And this is on her key ring. Certainly a great tool, great weapon, but again, only good if you
know what to do with it.
If you're in a position and aware.
Yes.
And you're aware of your surroundings, because this hanging on your key chain, as a bad guy, even if I see it and I know it's just hanging there, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that keychain and throw it 10 yards away.
Exactly.
And
that's why you want it in your hand, ready to go.
So, and it does have a safety. So you like, boom. So. Another great tool for damsel in distress, but you know what? So, I would say, I don't know. I got one for my daughter. How long do these last before you have to replace?
They're good for 3 years.
3 years.
Now,
okay.
Here in Vegas, I say replace it after a year.
Okay.
Because it's not the pepper spray that actually goes bad, it's the propellant.
Okay.
So the heat deteriorates it faster here than it does like in normal places of the world that, 120 is not normal to you.
Right.
Totally normal to us.
Right.
So here in Vegas, a year. Everywhere else, 3 years.
Right. Okay. Now, this is, like I said, great for, like I said, but again, what's the key story today? Be aware.
Yes.
Because
know what's going on.
You're on the ground in less than 4 seconds. You might kind of get lucky enough to where you can reach this and clip it and get it, but why take the risk?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to know, man, this person who's 20 yards away from me is making me nervous. I got it. I've got the safety off, and I'm doing my thing, but I'm ready.
Yes,
okay.
And that's a mindset thing.
Right.
We'll talk about that when we come back.
Okay.
The mindset is huge in any kind of awareness, self-defense, training, anything.
Okay, we're going to talk about mindset and self-defense when we come back. So, Joe Gamble, let's go ahead and end this. And we'll be back for segment 3 right after this.